Welcome to English Today with Sir V, Series 1. Series 1 is a collection of exemplar lessons based from the most essential learning competencies in Grade 8 English, Quarter 3 in particular. Previously, you learned that all sentences in a paragraph, the topic sentence, the supporting details, and the clinching sentence should focus only on one idea called the controlling idea in order to develop a unified paragraph. But a paragraph should not only be unified, it should also be coherent and cohesive in order to make a complete paragraph. This lesson will highlight the similarity and the difference that exists between coherence and cohesion, what their purpose is, and how it can be achieved. If you're ready, let's begin. Coherence and cohesion are two of the most important properties of a well-written text, just like an essay or a speech. For that reason, it is therefore important for you to be able to understand the difference between the two concepts to help you write an effective essay or speech, which is your major output or final performance test by the end of the school year. To fully understand coherence and cohesion, let's take this analogy. Imagine coherence as a building, and picture cohesion as the bricks and cement which make up the building. The bricks and cement can be put together to create any form of structure, just like the building. However, it is only when the bricks and cement are laid together properly that they form a building. Similarly, a paragraph or a text will be cohesive if cohesive devices are used. Some common cohesive devices that can be used to achieve cohesion in a paragraph or a text are the following. First, transitional words and phrases. Second, clear pronoun reference. Third, repetition of words and their synonyms. And last, parallel grammatical structure. If those four cohesive devices are used appropriately to create meaning in a paragraph or a text, then coherence in a paragraph can be achieved. Therefore, cohesive devices are used to achieve both coherence and cohesion in a paragraph or in a text. Further, a coherent paragraph is sequential, consistent, and understandable. Let us discuss this further. One characteristic of a coherent paragraph is it is sequential. That means that the ideas in a paragraph are arranged following a definite order. That does not mean that there is only one correct order. In fact, there are many different orders. For instance, a paragraph can be arranged using the chronological order, the space order, the logical deductive order, or the logical inductive order. The second characteristic of a coherent paragraph is it is consistent. That means that the topic sentence, the supporting details, and the clinching sentence in the paragraph should focus only on a single idea to achieve a unified and coherent whole. The third and the most important characteristic of a coherent paragraph is it is understandable. A paragraph is coherent if the reader can easily understand the meaning of what he or she reads because the ideas are sequenced following a definite order and the relationship to one another is established. Remember, a paragraph can have cohesion even without coherence, but a paragraph cannot have coherence without cohesion. To understand this better, let's read two sample paragraphs. The first sample paragraph highlights cohesion without coherence. From that sample paragraph, the use of cohesive devices is evident. For example, the paragraph uses repetition of important keywords, like the word college in sentence number 1, which is repeated in sentence number 7. The second type of cohesive device used in the paragraph is a clear pronoun reference. For instance, the pronoun I in sentence 1, sentence 3, sentence 4, sentence 5, sentence 9, and sentence 10. My in sentence 2, sentence 4, and sentence 6 is the second pronoun reference used. Added to that are me in sentence 7, sentence 8, and sentence 9, and myself in sentence number 4. All those pronouns, the I, my, me, and myself, all refer to the same person, the writer who is also the student mentioned in the story. Meanwhile, the pronoun he in sentence 7 is used to refer to the advisor mentioned in sentence number 6. The third and the last type of cohesive devices used in the paragraph is parallel grammatical structure, like discouraged with myself and dissatisfied with my studies in sentence number 4. That is an example of a parallel phrase. Both are adjective phrases. Duties of a student and difficulties of a first-year college in sentence number 7 is also an example of a parallel grammatical structure. They are parallel and similar because both are noun phrases. And the last example of a parallel grammatical structure used in the paragraph is parallel word structure. For example, The verb started in sentence number 1. The verb became in sentence number 4. The verb was in sentence number 5. The verbs called and talk in sentence number 7. The verb help in sentence number 8. The verb realize in sentence number 9. And the verb decided in sentence number 10. Those verbs are parallel or similar for the reason that they all express a definite time in the past, referred to as the simple past tense. After all that is said and done, the three cohesive devices used in that paragraph, repetition of important keyword, clear pronoun reference, and parallel grammatical structure, all contribute to the paragraph's cohesion and therefore create links between the words in the sentences. That is an example of cohesion without coherence. The paragraph has no coherence or it is incoherent because the sentences in that paragraph do not make any sense. Although the paragraph is unified and the development is in order, the writer's idea do not flow smoothly from one sentence to the next. Transition words and phrases are missing. Each sentence appears to be an independent unit. Therefore, you as the reader read each sentence separately and fail to understand the relationship of the ideas in the paragraph. Now, let's read the same paragraph with transitional words and expressions. Clearly, the second paragraph is more coherent because there are links between the ideas expressed in the original sentences. For example, but in sentence 2. As a result, saw and dot in sentence 3. For in sentence 4. From them on and hence in sentence 6. Those links, also called transitional words and phrases, provide continuity of ideas by connecting the sentences. Thus, that paragraph is coherent. On the whole, coherence and cohesion in that paragraph are achieved because cohesive devices are used. They are used to enhance the ability of the paragraph to be successfully interpreted and understood. As a final note, over and above all the differences exists one similarity between coherence and cohesion, and that is They both aim at the smooth progression of ideas from one sentence to another, or from one paragraph to another. And that can be achieved by using cohesive devices such as transition words and phrases, clear pronoun reference, repeating keywords or their synonyms, and last, parallel grammatical structure. Those cohesive devices will be discussed in the succeeding lessons. Now, test yourself. You did a lot of work today. Good job!